Welcome back everybody to Training Battles. Tyler here yet again with the Sand Team. This will be our last day with the Sand Team. And then next week Matt will be featuring a team of his own on on his DS, and when he's doing that, I'm going to be trying to get out an EV spread building guide early next week, so be on the lookout for that. I think should be really useful to newer players especially, but more veteran players might be able to find some use out of it too. So be on the lookout for that, and I hope you guys like it. So we're gonna keep going. Keep going with this team. Sorry, but I actually did play one battle already, and I started recording it. But my opponent forfeited on turn 2, as he for some bizarre reason, because I guess he thought he was way behind. So it got us into the 1600s finally, and now I'm dedicated to staying in the 1600s and finishing out with this team on a strong note. So we'll start looking for our first opponent, my second, but and also after that battle I started searching and didn't find anyone, so hopefully we can find someone this time. So, but yeah, and I was saying that I was really surprised he forfeited on turn 2. It wasn't like I was in such a commanding position he couldn't pull it back. I do think the play I made, I pulled me right ahead. Because I got a burn on his Kangaskhan with Rotom while I switched into Bulu, and he made a really interesting play that he went first Sucker Punch on my Aegislash without Mega Evolving and Hydro Pumping the Aegislash, but I just switched into Bulu and the Hydro Pump even missed. So I had a pretty safe double up into the Finny slot for either taking out Finny or whatever comes in. Alright, so here's our first opponent, player from Japan with a rating of 1645. And he's rocking Kangaskhan, Volcarona, Landorus, Tapu Koko, Celesteela, and Naganadel. So from previous episodes, Landorus, Celesteela is really problematic, and that makes Rotom incredibly valuable in this matchup. So with that, the biggest threats to Rotom, I would say, is definitely the Koko and the Volcarona getting off when Volcarona gets a Quiver Dance, and if it has Giga Dream. So I really want to get rid of those. I could lead Sand, but he's probably just going to lead Tyranitar. That's pretty standard. With that, I'm gonna lead Salamence Tyranitar, so I can intimidate his Landorus. Definitely want Rotom in the back. Do we want Excadrill is the question. Because looking at my team, I'm just trying to see making sure I can hit that Celesteela with other things. Aegislash is tempting, just because it can hit the Celesteela and a lot of things with the Neverending Nightmare. Excadrill is nice because his team's very fast and I can have the speed advantage. And he doesn't really have Charizard. I'm going to go Excadrill. We're going to go with the top 4. Kind of the standard mode of the team. See how it goes. I haven't even used Excadrill in quite a few battles in last couple episodes. I brought it to 1 in like the last 2 episodes before this. But it never hit the field because the leads just kind of took care of business. So we're going to lead Salamence Tyranitar. And I'm expecting Landorus and maybe Kangaskhan. No, it's Kangaskhan and Naganadel. Alright. So, let's see. I'm afraid of something like honestly, an Adrenaline Orb on Naganadel. That'd be kind of annoying. But I think we'd definitely switch out Salamence here. Well, yeah, I kind of want to switch out Salamence. Obviously, Tyranitar may end up taking a low kick here. Well, he probably just Tailwinds, honestly. Would make a lot of sense. Fake out Tailwind. I could see that. I want to preserve this Intimidate though. Yeah, I'm gonna just switch in Excadrill. This is probably not. I have a bad feeling about this play. I really want to preserve this Intimidate to keep Landorus at bay. And I also don't want him just like go for a Hidden Power Ice or something, so I would expect to see a Tailwind here. but yeah, here's the fake out into probably a Tyranitar. Yeah. And then Tailwind. Flinch, and nope, you get it for the Hidden Power. Okay, so that turned out to be a pretty decent switch. Hidden Power does a good chunk of damage there. Alright, so we're in a pretty good spot. Now Naganadel, if it had a sash, it's broken, so Naganadel is threatened. And I would expect Landorus to come into that slot. So given that, do I double it? Because if I really want to get rid of this Landorus. I feel like I want to double it. Or I could double the Kangaskhan and get rid of that. Because I do have Rotom in the back. I'm gonna go for it. Shoot. Yeah. Alright, this is... Because right now it's the... Yeah, this will be Landorus. Hopefully this is enough to KO Kangaskhan, because I want to get rid... I'm going after the Kangaskhan solely because I don't want Tyranitar to take a low kick. I need this low kick to take out Kangaskhan though, and I'm not super sure about it. Yeah, that's a bulky Kangaskhan. Oh, he has Drain Punch. That probably takes me out. Oh, no, it doesn't. So him being at -1 was really, really good in that regard. So we're gonna preserve this Tyranitar at this point. I think it's definitely switching to Salamence here. Do I give up? I don't want to give. I don't want to give up to Excadrill though. Yeah, let's get in Salamence. And we'll just protect. I'm getting Intimidate off here, and then next turn we'll try and threaten some damage. Get a little sand chip onto this Kangaskhan as well. Now this Kangaskhan's at -2, Landorus is at -1. The downside is I probably can't KO Landorus unless I double into it. Oh, Kang has Protect. Okay, so that's good to know, so he probably doesn't have Sucker Punch. And he just goes for Earthquake. So this turn worked out really well. Question now is what this Landorus has. I'm not worried about King. I'm leaning towards just doubling the Landorus here. He could be Scarfed, but whatever comes in, and if he does switch it, it's gonna take a lot of damage. I don't know if this is Scarfed. He very well could be. If he is Scarfed, he'll switch out here, I'd imagine. Or if he is Scarfed, he can switch out King. And which I would expect King to switch out because he's at -2 and low health. I'm really hoping this is like AV Landorus, because if this is AV Landorus, I think I can take it out with a Double Edge plus a Iron Head. Yeah, there's Naganadel. Naganadel could be tricky to play around. This Naganadol's outspeeding my whole team except for Excadrill in the sand. Man, if we can just pick up this Landorus right now. Please don't be Scarf. Okay, good. This should KO, because it does half at -1, and yeah, perfect, cool. So that's huge. That's getting rid of Landorus is nice, because that takes away his Intimidate. And we can threaten this Naganadel right now. He probably brings King back in, though, in order to fake out. Yeah, I need to see how many turns of sand I have left. Hopefully I have enough. Yeah, here comes back Kangaskhan, which the fake out onto Excadrill is super obvious. We have... this is the last turn. So, given that, I'm gonna protect Hyper Voice, or actually I'm gonna protect Tailwind. Yeah, because if he knocks out Salamence, I can just bring Tyranitar in and have the stand back up. So we're gonna protect Tailwind, because with the Tailwind, then I can be outspeeding this Naganadel with Tyranitar as well. Though, man, maybe Hyper Voice would have been better. I'm also thinking about Rotom in the back, so Rotom isn't just underspeeding everything. So we'll see what happens. I'm assuming he just fakes out Excadrill and HP Ices the Salamence. Yeah, and here's probably the HP Ice coming out. Oh, I'm faster! So that means he's modest. Oh, if he Tailwinds here, that'd be beautiful. Yes! So now I know Salamence is faster, and that... Okay, so Salamence is faster. What do you think he has in the back? That's what worries me. If it sells, I have to preserve Rotom in case it sells Steel. I'm gonna switch Excadrill out into Tyranitar. I'm gonna kind of just sack Tyranitar here, and I'm just gonna go for Hyper Voice, because then Excadrill can get rid of this Naganadel. And now I also know that Excadrill or Tyranitar will be outspeeding Naganadel, so I'm just gonna Hyper Voice. I don't need to knock out Naganadel right now. I'm really glad I went for that Tailwind. And we clear the Intimidate on Excadrill. We set the Sand back up. And he can knock out Tyranitar. I'm okay with that, because then Excadrill just comes back in. I just need the Sand back up. So we'll get off this Hyper Voice. We may see a double KO. Oh, that's... Gosh, they did so much. So, no, we won't see double KO. He'll have to... And he'll pick off the Salamence. Perfect. And because he's modest, he's going to have a... He's just going to get a special attack boost, so Excadrill is just going to be outspeeding. I'm assuming... Yeah, special attack. So Excadrill still should be outspeeding at that point. And so Excadrill comes back in. And if it sells Steel in the back, Rotom... Well, in theory, Rotom can just beat it. It's Coco. Oh, alright, awesome. Great. And what's great about this is that I know Tyranitar is faster because Salamence is faster. With the Scarf, I'm faster. So we Assurance Naganadel and Drill Run the Coco. Yeah, because I don't want to risk any misses here. And then I'll just Drill Run Coco. Like a Sash Coco would be annoying. And he just forfeits. Yeah, there's nothing my opponent could do there. I was outspeeding both his Pokemon, and they were going down, barring like a Drill Run miss. That could have been bad, but I don't think that Coco could have done too much to Excadrill anyways without something like Hidden Power Fire, which I don't expect to see on Coco in this format, unlike last format. So if anything, there'll be HP Ice. So we get a win there, so that's really nice. I'm starting to get the hang of this team. I'm really enjoying it. I may start using this more even when we're done with this, like kind of use it on my own. So let's roll with... Let's go Maxi Archie. I don't think we've done that one yet. So now we're sitting with a rating of 1620 on a nice streak, and our next opponent Max with a rating of 1522 from New York. Rocking a team of Snorlax, Metagross, Pelipper, Ludicolo, Komao, and Tapu Lele. So we got some Weather Wars here. He's got the Snorlax. I'm not too worried about the Snorlax. I'd assume he's just that's kind of his anti-Trick Room. More likely to see Rain. Something like Rain, Metagross. Maybe Metagross. We'll probably see Rain, Lele, and then either Komao or Metagross. So, with that... I'm leaning towards leading Rotom. Rotom's really solid. I've been finding is really solid against Rain. Other than the Ludicolo. I don't want to give him a Grassy Train boost with Bulu. You know, we're gonna go Rotom, Aegislash, Tyranitar in the back. Salamence what I want. I like Salamence just because double-edged hits the Komao. And Tyranitar and Aegislash are decent against the Metagross. Yeah, so we're gonna go with this. See how this goes. Rain's always a scary matchup for me personally, just because it just puts out so much offensive pressure, and sometimes I don't handle that pressure really well. But we'll see how it goes. Last time we played a Rain team, but that was a hard Rain. Rotom Aegislash put in the work. So yeah, he leads the Rain mode. So I'm pretty okay with this lead. He could easily double up the Aegislash. This should probably Assault Vest Ludicolo though. Which means Aegislash could probably take a combination of attacks. And Ludicolo is the thing I really want to get rid of. So he can't fake out. He can't fake out the Aegislash. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go after this Ludicolo. Because this thing, with this speed boost thing, he switches it out. What are we gonna see? Oh, he brought Snorlax. Wow. Oh, man. I just got played. I was not expecting Snorlax. Man, he... Kudos to him. Just blew my Z move. But it's not the end of the world. That was pretty... that was really aggressive. For sure. Oh, man. I look like a fool now. I was just really want to get rid of that Ludicolo. So, I really wasn't expecting Snorlax. Alright, well, we're gonna burn it. He probably expects the King Shield, so I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. Pelipper. I'm just kind of playing really fast here. Maybe I should be thinking through my turns, but I'm just committing. I mean, King Shield's so obvious, he won't go for it. He'd be risking a speed drop. So we'll Shadow Ball the Pelipper and try and burn this Snorlax. He'll probably do some kind of setup. Oh, wow. Nope, he goes after it. I live it. Can I get this Shadow Ball off? Alright, so we're still faster than the Snorlax. Not too surprising. The Snorlax is slow. So critical hit. Don't think that really mattered. The one thing that could matter... Okay, there's the Belly Drum. So it's a good thing we burned him. That really weakens that. And we have... Look, the thing is we have Low Kick is on the... Shoot, what is it? Oh, on the Tyranitar. Okay, so he has Tailwind up. Pelipper likely... I could see Pelipper protecting, or he might switch out into Ludicolo. Do I give up Aegislash? Yeah, I'm gonna double this Snorlax. I'm a little worried here. Oh man, he's really just going after it. It's okay, actually maybe not. You know, I probably wasn't playing this very well. I don't think I needed to go for this Hydro Pump on Snorlax. But we should live, because he's burned. Yeah, barely. Jeez. Alright, so what's great here is now he should be in Thunderbolt range, and I can just bring in Tyranitar. Is that what it... or is... no. No, we bring in Salamence, because he would just switch out Pelipper. Yeah, I'm bringing in Salamence. He'll have to switch Pelipper out into something. Think, Tyler, think. Does this Pelipper have Wide Guard? I can't imagine it has Wide Guard. But to be safe, I'll Thunderbolt this. The annoying thing here is Pelipper is faster because of Tailwind, but I can't just double protect because I can't let that Snorlax just get off a recycle. So we'll do this play here. He'll probably, I imagine he Hurricanes the Salamence. So we'll see how well Salamence takes it. Oh, he brines. He brines it. Interesting. Alright, so this should be a double KO. Yeah. So we'll see what he has Ludicolo, and we'll see what his last Pokemon is. That's what worries me. That definitely kind of worries me a little. What his last Pokemon is. If it's Como, he can just go for a... What do you call it? He can go for a Fake Out and then the Z move. It is. Alright, so this is definitely a Fake Out onto Salamence. Plus a Z move. At least I'd assume. Oh boy. How do I do this? Maybe I shouldn't have gone. Maybe I should have just KO'd the. Man, I gave him this too. Think. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp the Como-O. I'm gonna switch into Tyranitar. Oh, I don't like this. This is really bad. I really want to burn this Como-O for some reason. But he has to fake out Salamence. No, he just goes for Ice Beam. Okay. Oh, he's Life Orb, not even Assault Vest. Yeah, here comes the Z move. I don't think we win this. Yeah, I don't think we win this. Or at least it's really tough now because he's getting the speed boost on the Como-O. I shouldn't have KO'd both Pokemon. I should have just KO'd the Snorlax and left the Pelipper alone. That was a fault. That was a mistake on my part. I should not have KO'd that Pelipper. And so yeah, because giving him the free switch into both, it put me into such a bad position. Rotom lives on 1, but that's not gonna matter. He's just gonna go down to the sand, and then we'll burn this. Based on the damage to Tyranitar, I think this Como is special. But man, and now he can just fire off a Z move and just double KO. My only hope here is that this Como is for some reason doesn't have a lot of speed and Tyranitar outspeeds, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. Yeah, what I should have done is I should have Tailwinded and Thunderbolted the Snorlax. So I definitely shot myself in the foot, and that's me not having a ton of experience against Como-O, as well as it's like that, and then also the fact that, you know, I was playing too fast. I should have really thought that through. Man, I'm really bummed about that too, because I had that. If I just Tailwind and then Thunderbolt the Snorlax, I'm pretty much in a great position. So, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot. I'll just Double Edge Rock Slide. There's nothing I can do here that I can see. He just goes for a Clinging Scales, and yeah, and that's game. Good game to my opponent. Good job. I threw that one. I really choked that there. I'm really mad at myself, but you know, that's how we learn, and that's a really good example of how just, you know, it's easy to just get KOs, but you have to really think about what the opponent has in the back, you know. And so think about, are they going, you know, what are you giving them? You're giving them a free switch and you take a KO, and is it worth giving that, especially something like a Fake Out plus Como-O? So that's a tough lesson learned there, and I'm really disappointed that happened, but hey, you know, you live and let learn. So that'll be our last battle with this team today. Yeah, I'm really bummed about that. But no, like I said, just think when you take a KO, think about what you're giving him a free switch into. So in that case, getting the double KO was a mistake, because Pelipper wasn't going to be too threatening, especially because Tailwind was ending that turn. So, because I Tailwind and I Thunderbolt the Snorlax, KO the Snorlax, and then even no matter what comes in, like if Ludicolo comes in, I'm just faster with the I'm just faster with my Salamence, and then I can safely just Thunderbolt the Pelipper while he burns his Fake Out onto the Salamence, and I just protect Salamence, and so that stops him from Tailwinding. And then Como comes in. Then it doesn't have the Fake Out pressure. Then it's just a free Double Edge into. Well, it probably comes down to a read, because he could just protect Como while Ice Beam, and then Ice Beam my Salamence. So I'd probably have to make a 50-50 call. So I guess, and I didn't. It probably wasn't guaranteed win if I do that. I think it gives me a better chance. Just double KOing just kind of, it lost me the game. getting that double KO, because then I'd have to make the 50-50, and I don't even know if his Como, like, I don't even know if his Como can take the double edge or not. I don't know how bulky it is. I don't know that calc very well. So, but if he like protects and then Ice Beam Salamence, you know, that could be like game, and then I would just lose, because then I don't have much for the, I don't really have anything for the Como after that. So, yeah, no, yeah, I just gave him the positioning, I gave him the tools there, but definitely the point is the double KO kind of just lost me the game. So, and that's the thing about Como. If you can position it like that, it's a scary Pokemon. And if I had still had Aegislash, Como would have been easier, and that was another problem. I really only had one thing to hit it. So, but yeah, good game. That was a good game. Upset at myself, but that's how we learn. We take those losses and we look back at them and just really analyze. And you know, also you can look back to that turn 1 when I got really aggressive after that Ludicolo, and I just wasted my Z move. And then I also allowed Aegislash to just take damage the next turn. So when there was a couple where I could have maybe King Shielded. That turn I Shadow Balled the Pelipper, but you know, that's the thing. No one move makes a difference, but you can look back at everything and see maybe, you know, I could have done this better. I could have preserved Aegislash, because if Como doesn't have a fire move, which I mean they usually do, but if he doesn't, I still have a way to hit it at least, especially with the Z move. And I can hit him on the turn he's going for Z move. So, or on the flip side, I have Wide Guard. So after the Heap Salamence round, I have the Wide Guard for the Clinging Scales later, so I can Wide Guard the Clinging Scales and then double edge the Como-O. But you know, that's Pokemon, and you gotta learn that way. So I kind of went on there, but I think that was a really good loss to analyze. Like, it was just a really good example of thinking about positioning when you take KOs on your opponent. And I didn't see it until it was too late. So yeah, just take your time, think that stuff through. Don't think what's in front of you. Think about what your opponent's in the back. So, and that's something I learned today, and hopefully you guys learned from it as well. And alright, well, this was a fun team to play with. Again, this was based off Aaron Zhang's Sand team, and the first episode with his team, I have a link to his QR code and his team analysis, so check that out. I made some minor changes to it, like the Swords Dance Bulu and the Ogwav on the Rotom. Anyways, that's it. Watch Matt next week. I don't know what he's going to use. I'm sure it's going to be fun. He likes to use some pretty fun stuff. And watch out for that EV spread building guide. I think that's going to be really useful, and that'll kind of be the lead up into the team building guide that Bridger and I are going to work on afterwards. So, alright, and if there's any other guides you guys want to see, please let me know. I want to try and dish out guides consistently. And if you guys want to see like individual Pokemon analyses, then do that. Like, let us know. I know there's already some of those out there, but I kind of want to talk about like kind of just like playing the game and some of the other stuff besides just like singular Pokemon, some of the broader things. But anyways, so I kind of went on long there, but hopefully you guys are still sticking around to hear all that. Anyways, catch you guys later. Have a good weekend, and good luck to everyone that's starting up their spring semesters in college soon. So, because I will be in that boat starting next week. And catch you guys later. See ya.